Hey, this is Luigi Fresh Burrito to you on a Saturday afternoon. I hope you're doing well. This will air tomorrow on June 4th, 2023. So I don't know when you're watching this on YouTube, maybe 2033, 2043? I look good, huh? No. For a 52-year-old guy, right now you're watching 20, 30 years from now. But that's okay. That's the beauty of YouTube. Your longevity is always there, you know? What we're going to talk about today is just a regurgitation, a reiteration, a repeating of what I saw on YouTube about 2 months ago. I took notes. I have my little notebook where I'll turn around and I'll show you the little notebook. And I'm literally going to repeat what she said through my turtles. Because I know I don't talk enough about my turtles, and I really should. Because that was the real reason I initially got the big tanks, were for the turtles, because of the space. And hopefully, please God, in the future, I will get a pond right there on that white slab on the right there. So I could put the turtles and maybe a couple of koi, put some netting so the birds won't get to it. But that's the real reason. So I like to talk a little bit about the turtles. And the Turtle Girl is fabulous. Please subscribe. I think she has a Patreon thing where you could, subscribe for her creativity and blah, blah, blah. So she is very good. Again, the Turtle Girl. I don't know where she lives. I think it's in Colorado, but I'm not sure. And let's go check it out. It is a little breezy, but there are storms in the area. It is a rainy season here. These are my little notes that I took. Again, you see here, so the Turtle Girl. I wrote 2 months ago, again, turtle mistakes. She mentioned do not put them in a bowl and instead use a larger tank. Put my little notebook here. Indeed, I had mine, as you know, initially, even where's my friend Tuscany. That was my original turtle right there. This one, I got her again on 12 years ago, a little over 12 years ago. And I put her in a five gallon setup, and then I eventually went to a 10-gallon, and then for a 20-gallon long for the longest time. And now eventually with the other two guys, peanut butter, that's peanut butter, and that's jelly. I have them in a 75-gallon tank, and even that's too small, to be very honest. The only thing, there should only be one turtle for a 75-gallon tank. So, but definitely she is right. You should go larger rather than smaller, because, just look at them, honestly. Just take a quick look at them. Look at how much, just a quick show you. They really, really take up the entire tank. You can see it. They stretch out. Look at that. So definitely go larger is better. Number 2, I'm trying to be authentic here. It says here, use a heat and lighting bulb, a UVA and a UVB bulb to mimic the sun. As you can see, I am outside, and it is the rainy season, but nevertheless, you may say, well, it's cloudy, there's no sun. There is sun, because or else things wouldn't be growing as such. So there is sun, and I usually get about 1 hour of direct light, 2 hours max, now that it's getting close to summer. And as the sun sets, it will go here, and you will see them all basking on their docks. And I'll explain why I have this screen cover in a little bit. But each one has their dock, and believe it or not, each one has their own one. And it's very funny because they'll go, one goes here, one goes here, one goes here, and nobody interferes. And so, why am I saying that? Oh, because that's where they'll bask and get their sunlight. However, you remember with my second UVA and UVB, the UVA referring to the heat, and the UVB referring to the sunlight rays. You'll notice, remember on Bowser, I'm not going to go upstairs, but remember Bowser, he does have a UVB and a UVA light. And you'll notice the algae that's growing here. Again, that's the sun. On the actual glass, because you can see that the tank itself is very, very clear. That's why I thank you to Carolyn for getting those filters. And you see I have here, right, you see that light? That is the UV sterilizer that makes it clearer than, so the only algae that'll grow is on the glass. So I don't have to worry so much about the UVA, UVB lights, but she made a point that you should have both, and I couldn't agree more. You can't just have a heating lamp. You need both. If you need to write that down, write it down. You need a UVA and a UVB bulb, just the way I have with Bowser, unless you have them outside, as I'm just flipping around the camera like I do. Number 3, do not use minimal filter. Overfilter the aquarium 2 to 3 times the size of the tank. Now this filter, and I'll flip open the top here. This filter, as you can see, has a nice little spray to it here, and it goes down. It's from here, and that's a big old filter, which eventually we'll talk about this filter. And they really filter the heck of a lot more than as peanut butter is kind of like, what are you doing? Is more than than needed. But you can never have enough filtration for these guys, because you can see there is filth. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. They are dirty animals, and so it is important to really over filter. So whenever you think you have a good filter, go even larger, because it really is important to filter as much as you possibly can with these turtles. So I couldn't agree more with the turtle girl. Continuing, water changes. Here it is, water changes every other week, or 20 to 30% water change, or every week. I forgot exactly what she said, but I know she emphasized the water changes. So I don't want to put words in her mouth, but definitely the water changes. I know it looks like, well, it's clear, and even like my fish over here, they're clear, and even here the wild guppy mini pond, everything looks clear. Even my shrimp tank over there's like, well, what's the deal? They need the change. I'm gonna try to see if you can get a better shot. They do need the water changes. They do, because they pee, they poo, they eat, they do everything here. I take out, you see my little mark here, which I'll get back to again in a little bit. That's my little mark telling me where I should put the water. I need to throw a little more water in there after the video. I bring it down probably from there all the way down to about here. So I do more than half water change, especially because they are so dirty. This is really important. Do not slack on your water changes, especially with turtles. Number 5, it says here, do not overfeed. What does it say that? Once a day is the most, or 2 is too much, and I put 3 times weekly. I feed, and that's what Turtle Girl said. I feed my guys 3 times. I feed them on Sunday, I feed them on Tuesday, and I feed them on Friday, and that's more than enough. I literally will just take a little handful of the food. I should have brought out the food. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can bring out the. Hold on. I brought out the food. It's called. This is what I use. Reptomin floating sticks, and it gives them the vitamins that they need, the calcium that they need, and like I said, I'll show you. I literally take a bunch like that, a lot, and I'll just put some here and I'll put some there. They even know the whole thing. They know the routine. They know the canister. So this is what I use, honestly, and I feed them like literally a pinch like that. There's a big punch. And I feed these 3 times a week. So that's what I would do as well. Continuing onward. Let's see what else the Turtle Girl said. Put decorations. Turtle needs to interact. I can't lie. I don't have too many decorations here. I just have the driftwood that's in there, and the turtle dots on the bottom. They don't have too much to interact with. I'm not gonna lie, and I know she's right on that. I should have more interaction in there, but I really don't. As you see, they definitely use the bottom of the turtle docks for play, and they'll push this around. Sometimes they'll end up over here, sometimes they'll end up over here. So they do need stuff to interact with. So I can't lie, I don't have enough of that. Number 7, she says here, put water higher than half a tank. It says here, get water volume with more space to swim. And I agree. I'm not gonna lie. With Bowser, my turtle upstairs, I do have it half tank because of the filter. But the truth of the matter is, I used to have my filter probably down here somewhere. But then I've raised it up, and I wanted to get back to the screen for a second, because the turtle dock, you see how high up it is. You may say, well, aren't they gonna get out? This screen gives them definitely the idea, no, I can't push, and they really can't push this out because it is quite heavy. It's a large, I know I have a notebook here now, but it's heavy enough so I can keep it high. So that's my level right there. And when they get on this dock, that's plenty of room for them to bask And because I raised it up probably a good 5-6 gallons, there's more water volume for them to swim. As you can see, they really do use a lot of the fish tank to swim around in. So I agree. I definitely agree with what she's saying. And last but not least, and this is one that I really had to do research on because I didn't believe it. Don't feed your goldfish, don't feed your turtles goldfish and minnows. It blocks absorption of vitamin B. Use feeder guppies. I can't lie. You know. You look back on my archives a little lower so you can see, enjoy them a little bit more. I used to feed these guys minnows and goldfish. I'm not going to sit here and lie. So I did a lot of research because I'm like, nah, she goofed up there. True enough, vitamin B, and this is coming from somebody, a human here, who has a vitamin B deficiency, and I take vitamin B every day. He definitely needs, they need their vitamin B. Right, Tuscany? Yes, she's like, yes. And so I took out, there was about 11 minnows in there. I took them out. I'm not going to sit here and lie, and I put them, because I believe you don't waste anything. I put them into the lake, but I'll show you where. You see that little patch there of plants there? I put them there. I threw it in there, so either A, they get eaten by the turtles. Are there any turtles out here right now? No. Or the ducks, or they'll reproduce in there. So waste not, want not. So I did that, and I put in here these wild guppies. I know they're called feeder guppies, but after doing some more research, I like to call them wild guppies because that's what they really are. They're not fancy guppies. They're wild. And so I put in about 20 in here, and I'm hoping I'll never ever have to buy guppies again because they reproduce like rabbits. And I think that, you know, their eyesight is not the best. You see them going after it? That provides them exercise. I don't think I'll ever have to buy any more wild guppies, and they can always have a snack when they want. And they actually do, as the minnows did. They'll eat off of the algae that's on the driftwood, eat any algae off of their shells. So it's a win-win totally. And so I think Turtle Girl was 100% right, and that's what I really didn't know. And that is the video that she shot about 2 months ago, the Turtle Girl. Follow her, she's wonderful. So anyway, that is all I have, as I usually do. That's all I got. Let me get out of here before the afternoon storm kicks in. But I really wanted to share with you, I don't give my turtles enough love. I really should. I'm really passionate about my turtles. You know, I think they're wonderful. I think they're wonderful. They're so much fun. They know who you are. They get to know you. And so, you know, if you decide to have some turtles, do your due diligence, study, research them, see other people's posts, and see what they need and what they require. Because your turtles deserve the best. And so thank you, Turtle Girl, for those helpful turtle care reminders.